Screen. Okay. We are recording in the last class, week 6, Make It Club, Make Your Brand Sprint. Hello, if you're watching on the replay. We're in week 6. I'd love to say it one last time. You know, before we dive in, the washrooms are located in the safety of your own home, perhaps upstairs and just down the hall, especially if you are at home today because of the snowstorm last night. This continues to be a safe space. No stupid questions. Please ask them all. We're recording right now, and you have all the handouts. You have the big Canva brand kit that we've been working through. So, week 6. Ooh. Combination of everything we've been working on. We're bringing everything together today. We're going to talk about final files, and there's going to be a lot of clicking along with me today. I know, Tina, we were just talking about maybe how you do some things offline. There's not going to be a big presentation today. There's going to be some clicking along with me, and then I'm going to give you some time, and then final feedback time. So click along with me. There'll be some in-class time and some final feedback time. Let's get into like the tiniest of presentations. Okay, so the goal is to pull everything together in a brand guide that is comprehensive, readable, understandable, that you can pass on to other people in your organization if need be. I also want you to be able to have a one-page easy reference. And you'll see in your brand guidelines on page 17. I know the page numbers. I know y'all have pages. So at the very, very, very end, there's a one-page brand kit. I have my own. I'll even show you in my office here. Look, it's right there. It's this like one little page thing where I'm like, what the heck is that hex code again? For that shade of blue, I have it written down just in that one page easy reference. So to be able to get there and to help clean up your entire file and get going, we have one big final task to do, and that is to get your final logo files in order. So as you know, we need to have a full color version of our logo. We also need to have a version that is completely black, straight black, and a version that is completely white. So I want to go through that right now, because once we have those files, then we'll, as my grandmother would say, we're cooking with gas, because then we can start to put that logo everywhere, and it's going to be available for you. So in Canva, I know that you guys have many pages of different logo files, but I'm hoping you've now gotten to a place where you have the one to rule them all. So what I would like you to do, I'm going to speak slowly for a minute so that everyone can open up Canva in case they're scrambling to open up Canva at this point and have not opened up their brand kit yet, because I know usually I do some talking first. Today's not the same. Want to finalizing a draft in Affinity. Can you look and give me feedback during office hours?
Sorry for the logo. I've been desperately hoping before this class ends to get you to look at this okay. Lovely logo that I lose sleep over all the time. But just checking if I can bring it tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. So the instructions for Affinity aren't quite the same, but they're similar-ish. So I don't know. I'll show you. Let's go. So if you're in Canva, this is what I would like you to do, is I want you to go to the home page, and I want you to create a logo file. So just type in logo and hit logo. The key thing is that this is going to give you a square file here. That's the correct resolution. So that this is a temporary little thing we're going to do. So I want you to go back to your brand guidelines and select your color logo as it is. Select all the pieces, select nothing else, just like your logo. And I want you to paste it in here. I realize I don't actually have a good example. So I already have my, because I don't have anything in pieces here. Okay, well, let's do with what we've got here. I mean, I can just take this, I guess. Let's do that. So when you get to this logo separate file, I want you to paste it in there. And I want you to make it as big as possible. I want you to take up all the space and center it on the screen. The whole group of all the little pieces, the text and everything that you have together. The purple lines that are vertical and horizontal, you know, that's telling me right now that this is all centered. So this is good. Everyone with me so far? Okay, I see some nodding. So
sorry, like mine's a bit like a rectangle.
Yeah.
Do I still put it in the square and just it's just going to be
Yeah.
filling in? Okay. Okay.
Just put it in there for now. We can crop it later. If it's a circle, you know, put it as much in the square as possible. And then we are going to download it. So under share here in the top left-hand corner, hit download. So PNG is what I'd like you to do. If you have Canva Pro, do pan transparent background. If you don't, I'm going to show you a workaround. How many of you have Canva Pro? Okay. Belinda, this won't apply to you because you have Affinity, that's fine. So Tina, you don't have Canva Pro? You do not?
Correct.
Okay.
But I didn't draw it in Canva because I can't make a semicircle. So
Well, that's right. Okay.
so don't worry about me. I know how to do it in PowerPoint. Okay.
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 So because we want a PNG with transparent background. So PNG, like this size is fine, transparent background download. So go ahead and download that. And then and save it to a place that you can find later. Once that is done, I want you to copy the page. This isn't going to work for me because mine's already flat. I want you to take all the pieces and make them black. So yeah, this is sort of working, but not really. Take all the pieces that you have and make it all black. And then repeat the download process. PNG and just the current page here. So I'm just gonna leave this open because I know you might want to look at it. You good with that? Still working?
Amy, are both those P's, the squares with the P in them, are they both the
This
same
is not
black?
working for me because I should have essentially like, this is a little tricky because I wish I had someone else's that I could just show you, because right now I'm trying to manipulate something that's already a flat file. This is
Okay,
just,
so when we go to do this, will we have the same issue that if we have variations in our, no,
no, because especially if you're in Affinity, you're literally just going to create a new artboard and put a copy of it there and put a copy of
Okay.
your logo there, and you're going to select all the pieces
Yeah.
and make them all black.
Black.
Yeah. Everything's black. Everything's all the same color black. And then once we've done this, we're going to do the same thing with white. So this is tricky because you're not going to be able to see it. So the first thing you can do before you, so we're going to duplicate the page again. So like take the black one that you've done, duplicate it. Then we're going to go to elements here and shapes and put a square behind it. Like this. Then select your square, go to position, make sure it's to the back. So you can make the square whatever color you like, because it's temporary. Put the square to the back. So what you should be seeing is your a square and then your black logo. And what I want you to do is select all of the pieces that were black and make them white. So if my logo has this shape on it, I'm going to change that to white. So then it will look like whatever color I've chosen, and my logo is all white. I want to give everybody a minute just to catch up with that. Do this if you're caught up. If you have overlapping, like I know Natalia, you and I were working on, we had this sort of square and we covered it up with other squares. It's going to be tricky for you. I think we're just going to have to like redraw those lines. But I don't know where you've landed since last week. If you've completely abandoned that square thing, I don't know where you're at.
Yeah, I didn't touch the logo yet. I was rushed to print some flyers, and I feel I need a little bit more time to finalize the logo. I do like the what you created, but I think to chat with you about it more, and maybe you will have more ideas.
Yep. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so if you've got a square and then all of your white pieces, I want you to select the square and delete it. If you draw a box like this, you'll see that your pieces are still there. You just can't see them because they're white. Then I want you to download that. Again, PNG, transparent background, current page. Anybody with me so far? Meg, how are you doing? Are you good?
I am good. I've just got little fiddly things because the I dot
Yes.
separate image. That's okay because I already did a bunch of colors. It's just that I had used a filled in one with the color that I used as a background. So I have to replace it with one that's just white, which I also have. It's fine. It's just
it's just little fiddly. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So once you now have those 3 logo files, then we're going to put them into our brand guidelines. and we're going to upload. So go back to your brand guidelines Canva file. Go to the left-hand side and click uploads, and upload the 3 versions that you just created. And once you have them here, you can, there's lots of pictures of me here. You can click and drag them into these spaces. And the white one, if you see here, I've created a little square for you. You can choose one of your brand colors and then put your white logo on top. You may have to adjust if it's square or rectangle. So then the next part is, once you have your logo files here, is to put in your brand colors. So if I click on one of the circles here, I can change the color. You know, pick your brand colors. And then there's these little text boxes. The RGB ones, you can get those numbers from Google Color, or sorry, Adobe Color, if you haven't already. I'll show you how to do that in a second. So then you just write in what the hex code is for all of these. And then you put in your fonts. So I've put in like, this is the most important words, and this is what the font is, and then I've put it in that font. And the same with the subheading, same with the body if you have an accent, that kind of thing. So those are the big steps about downloading your images and then creating your one-page easy reference. I want to show you your Canva brand kit setup. I want to just show it to you, and then I want to give you guys a bunch of time to work on it. So in Canva, if we go to the home screen again, on the left-hand side, you'll see brand. So this is a Canva Pro function. It's not required. It just comes in handy. So you would create a new brand kit here. You'd give it a name, like I could say test. And then we don't need this screen. You can start to define things here. So if you have logos, you can add the files that you just downloaded to the logos here. Colors, you can add the new colors by putting in your hex codes here. Fonts, again, the same thing. There's a lot of different options here. Title, heading are the same. Like you can choose to do heading, subheading, body, and that's it. You don't have to define every single one of these. You may, over time, realize I'm doing a lot of quotes or I'm doing a lot of photo captions and I want to define that. And so you can add that here. If there's particular photos, you can add them here, or particular graphics or icons or even charts. I'll just show you, like for me, I have my 3 logos here. Like you can't really see the white one, but it's there. I've got my colors defined. I've got my fonts. There's even some photos of me. I don't think I have any other graphics or anything, but you know, you can add to this as you go along. It's kind of a living thing. So once you have all this defined in Canva, then when you are in Canva, it starts to show up, like your font, your brand fonts show up here. and then your brand colors up here. Okay, so I just want to pause there and stop the recording because like this is the end of you know, what we're going through today, and then I want to give you some time to work on it.